What's up, fam? My name is Kenny. I'm an addict. I want to make this video because at this moment, this year, this is a black chip that I picked up at AA. This is a chip of resentment, right? So they made a calling that if anybody has a resentment, come pick up a black chip. And I had a resentment, right? I had a resentment against a specific person, right? And a resentment, for those that don't know, is having a negative emotion towards a person or a thing that we perceived did us wrong or that did us wrong, that did us harm, whether it's real or fake, whether we perceived it that way or whether they really did us harm. It is a negative emotion. And by negative emotion, I mean having anger, having hatred, those types of negative emotions towards that person, right? That is a resentment. Resentment is the number one thing that will take an addict back out. It has been proven that holding resentments take us back out to use. Okay, so unless we get rid of that resentment, we're going to hold on to it. What happens when we hold on to it? It grows and it gets bigger and we start to refill it. Okay, and that turns into anxiety and it turns into depression and it turns into self-pity. And we torture ourselves with that shit. Feel me? So that self-pity starts telling us lies like, oh, you ain't shit. You ain't worth it. You're a scumbag. And that shit turns into depression. One way to let go of these resentments is forgiveness. If I'm going to be turning my life over to Jesus Christ, if I'm going to be a Christian, a Christ follower, Christianity is based on two things: is love and forgiveness. Why did Jesus die? Forgiveness for our sins, right? What is Jesus? Jesus is love, right? If you're holding on to this negative energy, you cannot manifest no positive into your life because you're holding on to negative. It's right here in your heart chakra, the Jesus chakra. You can't receive no blessings because you got this fucking thing blocking it. This negative energy is blocking that shit, right? You cannot manifest no positivity, no nothing into your life. You can't move forward if you're stuck in the past holding on to this shit. It's just like this, right? There's an African tribe out there. There's probably a few of them, but they catch monkeys. I don't know what they do with the monkeys. I am not sure. I think they might eat them, but they catch them, right? They use coconuts. They take a coconut and they cut a little hole like this. And then they strap the coconut down to the ground or with a rope around the tree. And they put a little bit of candies in there. And these fucking monkeys will come and they'll put their hands in there and they'll grab onto the candies. And now they can't get their hand back out. And they're too stubborn to let go and get their hand back out. And they end up getting caught, right? When we hold these grudges and these things, they're weighing us down, all right? They're heavy burden on us, right? If we don't let them go, we can walk better. We can fucking move around better. You know what I'm saying? When we're holding on tight, like when you started learning how to ride a bike, you hold on tight to the handlebars. When you just loosen it up and you fucking ride, you're chilling, you're cruising, right? So even though I don't really mean to have these or have had these, we don't mean to have these memories, but our life is a combination of all these memories, and we have memories by our five senses: the sight, the smell, the touch, the fucking hearing, and the whatever the fuck, right? But the two most that we have memories over is going to be the sight and the feeling, right? So when we have a resentment against a certain person that we have seen a lot and touched a lot and been around for a while, that's a memory that's going to be close to us, right? So that'll be a little bit more of a connection to us. So if it's stuck on us, right, and you decide to rip it off, you're going to feel pain. And it's true, you're going to feel pain, but that's the only way to get rid of it. You can't ignore it. You got to feel that pain. You got to feel it and process it and grieve it like it's a person dying. That relationship is dead, right? In my case, it's a relationship, right? That shit is dead. So I got to grieve it like it's dead and move on, right? Because a few weeks ago, I was tripping out, man. I was fucking losing it. I did not fucking smile for 30 days. I didn't laugh for 30 days. That shit ain't cool. That ain't me. Having dreams about this bitch. Excuse my language. This bitch. I had a resentment, right? Because I felt like this, right? How could she not forgive me? I would die for that bitch. How could she not forgive me? But I don't forgive her. I'm asking for forgiveness. I don't understand why she won't forgive me, but I don't forgive her. That's fucking crazy. I did what I did. You gotta look at your part too. Sometimes you play a part in the shit. I played a big part in it, but I still thought she should forgive me. But watch this now. I expected her to forgive me. What is an expectation? An expectation is a resentment that ain't born yet. When we put some expectations on people, that is going to be a resentment if they don't do what the fuck we thought they were gonna do. So don't expect shit from nobody. When people try to borrow money from me, I don't loan money. You can have it. If I can afford it, I can give it to you. You can have it. But if you tell me you're gonna borrow this shit till Wednesday, and Wednesday comes and you don't have my fucking money, then it's a problem, right? So I don't let nobody borrow nothing, right? I will give you if I can. Feel me? It's the same principle. Oh, some gas right there. Let's see right here. Oh, imagine, right, if a doctor told you got 24 hours to live, right? If you went to the doctor today and he told you got 24 hours to live, do you think you would be caring about these resentments? Some of us would actually call the people and make amends if we have 24 hours to live. And those that we can't call and don't want to hear from us, shit like that, we're not even gonna trip on that shit. We got 24 fucking hours. We're gonna fucking do other shit and not trip on that shit. But here's the thing. We don't know if we're going to make it till tomorrow. So technically, we might have 24 hours to live at all times. Tomorrow is not promised. So we have to let go of resentments. Like tomorrow ain't going to fucking be here. You feel me? And if they say love something, let it go. It took me a while to figure this one out, right? They are not saying, well, first off, if you're at the point where you even have to say love something or let it go, then you're at a point in that relationship where shit's not going right. If you're even thinking that, like if your shit's going good, you're not thinking about letting shit go, right? But if your shit's kind of fucked up, toxic type shit, then that would come to your mind, like love something, let it go. What that's saying is let it go because you love that person enough to know that shit ain't going on right with us. So I'm loving you enough to let you go. And I can work on me. You can work on you. And if the universe brings us back together, then that's what it's supposed to be. You feel me? It's not just for relationships, but if this video, I hope this helps you. Because resentments will take you back out to using drugs. All I say is pray about it. Process it, feel it. I don't know, but I got a fucking ringing in my ear right now. I gotta go.